Hi, Epic families. This is Mrs. Himes. I am doing a little tutorial of how to turn in assignments in the APEX curriculum so that we are all on the same page and we know what to expect. So in APEX, you will have places where you have to download assignments for either offline work or where you have to type in answers. So you'll come to screens that look something like this, where you'll have this little pencil off to the right. This will say study guide or journal or discussion, or it could be just a general assignment or practice that your student needs to do to complete their unit or their lesson in APEX. So what you'll do is make sure that you click on this. This is part of that APEX curriculum and making sure that you're learning everything you need for your grade level. And this will pop up in APEX. As you'll see, these are not editable documents. So to save you guys a little bit of headache with having to print these all off and write in the answers, which you absolutely still can do, but to save your printer and your sanity maybe, we are going to do this a little bit differently. So you will come up to the right-hand side of your screen and click this little down arrow that says download. You want to download as a Word doc. And then this window will pop up that says your file is ready, and it has the name of the assignment that your student is working on. You will click this Save button, and in front of this Save button, you should see this little Google Drive. Remember we talked about at the beginning of the year in the ILP and in our Meet the Teacher that Google Mail and Google Calendar and Clever and Google Drive are all things that need to be accessed daily by your student in order to remain consistent within their EPIC programs. So if this button does not come up, there's a chance that your student is not signed into their Google Drive at that moment. So make sure you get signed into that, and then this Google Chrome or this Google Drive button should appear. So I'm going to click Save to my Google Drive. So again, it wants to save something to your Google Drive. Here's the name of the assignment, and it should pop up My Drive for you. Now, if you save it in My Drive, I cannot see it because your Google Drive is personalized for you. You have to save it to that shared folder that I shared with you. So we are going to find the shared folder that you have with me. And I'm just using Harry Potter as an example. Harry Potter this assignment is in English for him, so I'm going to click this English folder, and then I'm going to click Select, and then I'm going to click Save. And you'll see a quick download popped up there, and it says that it's already saved for us. So I'm going to come to Harry Potter's Google Drive and check to make sure that it went to the right place. We were in English. So you'll see when this pops up that it has turned into a Google Doc that is editable. So all that means is that it went from an uneditable assignment in APEX, and now you're in Google Doc where your student can come through and click in a box and then type in answers as they need to. And just make sure you scroll all the way down on some of these assignments to make sure that everything gets answered. Once your student has completed this, these things that you download are things that I have to grade on my own. These are not things that APEX grades for your student. And a lot of times you have to wait for me to get a grade in before your student can continue in their curriculum. So once your student has finished, it is very important that they do the following. They need to come up into the name of this assignment. They need to click in front of it. Please do not delete the assignment name, but they need to come in front of it and they need to type in ready to grade. in front of the assignment name and then press enter. What that will do on my side, since I'm sharing an assignment or a folder, excuse me, with you or your student, that will signal to me that this assignment is completed and it's ready for me to grade and then put that grade into their APEX curriculum. Once I have graded it, I will come into their Google Doc that they've finished and that I've graded, and I will type in, graded. So that will tell your student, I'm going to refresh it. Oh, the name changed. Sometimes you've got to do a little refresh to get that name to change. That will tell your student that I have graded this assignment and I have put the grade in their APEX curriculum, and they can move on to whatever is next that they are learning for that day. Now, that being said, please do not wait around for me to grade one assignment. You have lots of different subjects and coursework that you can work in. I will grade these as quickly as possible because I know that your time is precious, and I want to make sure that you know that your time is valued as well. But if you're waiting on me to grade something, please go in and do math or do social studies or do science or do prep work or do an elective. There are lots of things that you can be doing while you're waiting on me to grade an assignment. Let me know if you have any questions on this, and I hope you have a great day.